like Mick Mulvaney.
I think your chat is trolling. Isn't Mulaney like a comedian?
No, that's his name. I was talking about it in my live
Wait,
three
same
days ago.
name? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I think if Trump mismanages the economy and people feel the effects of a poor
That's what's
economy, I think
happening
he
right
should
now.
lose.
We're asking you why
Yeah.
you support what you support. We're not
Well,
talking
so
about why
like
other
people
people
can only go
support.
off of their own experience. If my life is doing pretty good, then I'm gonna keep voting for the guy that I feel like is
Okay, but like
responsible,
that's
right?
not necessarily a reasonable way to look at it. So although we can
Well,
make these
everyone's
general
voting in
claims
their
about
own
people in
interest.
general, right? We can't make the specific claims about your own views yourself because you don't find that as a convincing reason yourself. So we're talking about things as to why you find Donald Trump convincing to be a better candidate, right? For
Yeah.
society as a whole, for America as a
Well, I'll
whole.
give it to you on the economy if people are feeling, if they're feeling the effects of that in their life. I can't speak for that. Like I can't speak for their
Yeah,
experience. I
you
can only
can
speak for
based
my
upon these
experience.
metrics, but you thought Twitter posts were better
Well, I
information.
think, like I already told you, like I think these metrics can be misleading because people say, oh no, it went from 3.2% to 3%. This is the end of the world, and honestly, it doesn't matter.
No, I think what you're not
So like,
understanding, again, what you're not understanding is that I don't know in terms of 3.2 to 3.0. I don't know what you're referencing there, but
I'm just giving an example
if
of
you're
like, say
referencing
like
unemployment increasing, that does
there's actually two, and I was wavering a little bit actually. I was
okay.
gonna switch. But then we got the Maduro guy. That was badass.
Okay. So how did that materially benefit anyone?
Well, it showed them America means business. It showed them America means business. Like if you like mess with America, we'll just fly in and grab you.
Okay.
Right? Trump's
So
employing madman theory. Right? So like
you
for
understand
example,
historically that the United States has done that, right? Like I just don't understand why that's going to demonstrate anything new for the United States. I also don't think that like that changed anything. Everyone knows the United States has the largest military, the most funded military in the world. Okay? There's nothing new about that.
well, Trump needs to wield a sword,
You know what
right?
it
And he
really
needs to
does show?
show
It
someone
shows that the
that you
United
have
States
the
is trying
sword.
to expand. It shows the United States is willing to engage in stealing from other countries. And it shows that Europe specifically doesn't hold the same standard to the U.S. that they hold specifically to Russia, which shows division amongst NATO, division amongst us and our allies, and makes us look weaker on a world stage. So if you support us looking weaker on the world stage, if you support the Trump administration destabilizing our relationships with our allies, well, then what you support is an anti American ideology.
Well, think about it this way, right? When Biden pulled out of Afghanistan, he
There we
signaled
go.
weakness. He signaled that, we're just going to let our allies go. So Putin attacks Ukraine, right? Trump comes in. He's like, no, 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 no. We will actually fight a war, right? So he goes in and swoops in and grabs Maduro. Now, Trump's actually in an advantageous spot politically in the world because he's showing that he's going to actually do the hard things. Like, it is possibly politically unpopular, but he'll do it. That's why people will take Trump more seriously.
This doesn't make Trump look more seriously at all. Like I'm confused.
Yeah, that's.
Nowhere. Can you give
Well,
me
is
any
it better
reason
to
to believe that
threaten to
this
capture
makes
Maduro
makes
or
him
just
look more
capture
serious,
him?
or is it just like because you feel like it, or is this a trust me, bro? Because you take him more seriously. Is that all it is? You take him more seriously when he does this, because it doesn't sound like people in general are taking Trump more seriously in this context. I can tell you multiple things that make Trump taken less seriously. Make him at least taken less seriously on a world stage. Do you want me to go through a few?
Well, remember when Trump said you shouldn't buy Russian oil to the European Union? They all laughed at him. And then Russia invaded Ukraine, and Europe was still buying Russian oil. So if you're going to use Europe as an example, it's a pretty bad example because they're
No, it's not
idiots.
just Europe. It's all around the entire world. We're taken less seriously, especially because when we project less strength because we're divided with our allies. That's again that makes
Okay,
us
I
look
will
weak.
actually give you that. So I'm Chinese, and the Chinese interpretation, like from mainland China, the interpretation is that Biden was a little bit more effective um, against China because Biden got a coalition of the Europeans, but Trump is kind of going at it solo. So I'll actually give you that one. I'll actually give you that one because
Yeah,
that's what the Chinese believe in.
and Biden is better against Putin as well because Trump literally cut the funding for Ukraine and then brought it back. So he's destabilized our relationships with our allies, which is the basis for our ability to fight against Russia there. So, I mean, Trump has limited our ability to fight against our adversaries, and he's literally destabilized our relationships with our allies. Why do you think that he has better policies as a whole if he's made us look weaker?
Well, I don't think he made us look weaker. I'm just saying
Well,
that
you
in
just
terms of
admitted it,
coalition forming, Trump
which
is
makes us
worse
look
at
weaker
coalition
because
forming.
when we have a coalition, that we're stronger, right?
Possibly.
There you go.
It's not always.
Wait, so then what is the relevancy of the coalition if it's not that it makes us stronger?
Well, it depends on the situation. For example, NATO has been pretty weak. NATO's been kind of crap deal for the U.S.
You said our coalition with Europe specifically made China look at us.
Well, in that instance.
So then
Mhm.
go ahead.
Well, in the instance of being anti-China, yes, it was less effective.
Okay, so then I'm confused why you think Trump is more effective there if you think China is one of the greatest adversaries of the United States.
Well, the tariffs hurt the Chinese economy quite a bit. It's just that it's less effective if it's a unilateral tariff. It's more effective
Estonia.
if it's coalition
Estonia?
tariff.
You mean
Right.
a universalized tariff on countries all across the board?
Yo.
Yeah, or no, I'm saying
I
it's
just don't
more
think
effective
tariffs
if
are
the
effective in general.
Europeans- Well, it's more effective if the Europeans also threw a big tariff on China, right?
So, do you
I
think
won't
if we
have
had a
Twitch till
closer
tomorrow. My
relationship with
Twitch got
Europe,
freaking
that'd be more
suspended
likely
for
to
fucking
happen?
24 hours.
Yeah. So in that instance, yeah, it'll be a little stronger.
Significantly stronger, at least from that perspective,
Sure.
right?
Well, I don't
So
know how
then-
much
so
trade
then-
Europe currently does with China, but yeah, it'll be stronger.
Sure, but okay, so then I guess wouldn't the point then be that Donald Trump's causing that to a greater extent?
Well, not everything's perfect, right? There's gonna be pros and cons to every policy. I'm just fair enough to recognize.
Yeah, but it seems like there's significantly more cons than pros.
Well, the pro is that
What are the
Trump
pros?
is still pretty effective against China.
Wait, so what are the pros as a whole?
Well, the pro is that I think America in these 4 years can wield a lot of its direct power, right? So, for example, we can take over Greenland.
Oh, that's not something that we can do because Europe already has troops there. We already signed an agreement with them to specifically help in terms of security and not take them over, and that would cause dissolution with our allies in World War III, if anything.
Yeah,
Well-
theft also bad. I don't know. It gets more simple
Well,
than
I
that.
think
Theft
I think
bad.
we have a lot of good interest in Greenland, and that it's a good thing for us to want the mineral rights, which we didn't have before.
Yeah, so you're trying to justify the theft by just stating the underlying thesis of theft. The underlying thesis of theft is that when you steal something from someone else, it'll benefit you. But guess what? Theft is wrong. I don't know how to make it clear. I feel like I've had this conversation so many times where people are like, "Oh, I want Trump to steal Greenland," and I'm like, "Oh, but stealing's bad." But then they're like, "Oh, stealing Greenland would benefit us," and I'm like, "Oh, theft is supposed to benefit you. That's why you do it." And then it's just kind of a circle. If that makes any sense.
Well, I think it's
Yeah.
not theft.
Hold
when
on.
you
I don't
offer them
mean to cut you off. I do want to
$500 billion.
catch up with my donations. I'm an hour behind. I have a lot to catch up on real quick. Could you just give me a quick second? I need to catch up. Give me a second. Jennifer, thank you so much for the $25. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Lovey, thank you for the $2. Thank you. They said, can you say happy 53rd anniversary to my parents? Absolutely. And they said, can you get the chat to do it as well? Absolutely. Chat. Absolutely. Say happy 53rd anniversary to their parents, to Lovey's parents. That's incredible. 53rd anniversary is amazing. That's such a long relationship. Seriously. W's for them in the comment section right now. That's amazing. As well as Claudia, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That must have been for the last guess, I'm pretty sure at this point. Thank you. And Katie, I totally agree. Thank you so much. I've totally shout out Adam's GoFundMe as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Keith as well, thank you so much for the $3. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Monica, thank you so much for the $10 as well on Venmo. Thank you. Joy as well, thank you for the $1. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Totally see you there. Thank you very much. Logan, thank you for the $3 so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Seriously. As well as Jason with the $300 on PayPal. Holy shit. Jason, thank you for the $300. Can we get some W's for them in the comment section right now? I totally get you there, but I'm definitely going to anyway. Oh my gosh. I see it now. But I just want to say thank you very much. Thank you so much. I just saw your message after I said thank you, by the way. So I do appreciate you, and I wanted to do that anyway, because I think that that's important. But thank you so much, and I totally understand if you didn't want that, by the way. I do apologize. William as well. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Give some W's for William in the comment section right now, as well as Byron. Thank you so much for the $25. Thank you so much, Byron. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's amazing. I'm so glad that you did. Seriously, W's for them in the comment section right now. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you so much, Byron. As well as I have some people to thank over on YouTube. Thank you so much for the money gun. I really appreciate it, Moo. Thank you. Let me thank some people on YouTube, and then we can go on to the conversation. I do apologize. Give me one quick second. Samantha, thank you for the $5 as well. Thank you on Venmo, of course. Thank you so much. Tatum, thank you for the $5. Thank you. Jason, thank you so much. Really appreciate the Voorhees. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the $20. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ryan with the $5. Thank you. Mary, thank you for the $2. Jackie, thank you for the $5. As well as Jackie, thank you for the $6. Thank you so much. Jay, thank you for the $10. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Very sad, I know. Very sad. I get you there. My Broncos lost. Fancy, thank you so much for the $2. Taylor, thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. Ryan, thank you for the $5. Laughing Leslie, thank you for the $10. Thank you very much. Mel, thank you for the 5. The Blessed